Police in New York have tracked down a British couple who lost an engagement ring down a drain. I'm smiling, but there's a happy ending to it.
Very lucky break.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack, you know, because we've been on plenty of these searches where we...
It was last seen.
Shortly afterwards, you think they should have...
An engagement says it's assisting her family. From outside a bar in Tenerife in the early hours of Friday morning. 28-year-old Amy Louise Gerard had been working as an animal trainer at Tenerife.
Exposed those behind the Novichok poisoning in Salisbury when the former Russian spy and his daughter were targeted and a British woman died. Mr Younger will address students at St Andrews University.
Police in New York have tracked down a British couple who lost an engagement ring down a drain. I'm smiling, but there's a happy ending to it. You can just imagine the pure fear. This is all down to the joy of social media.
Yeah,
people sharing the story on Twitter.
So the man proposed to his girlfriend in Central Park, and then shortly afterwards, you think they should have kept the ring on and just never taken it off.
Take it off.
They dropped the ring down a grate in Times Square. Labor de Seca has the details.
A moment to remember, but for the wrong reasons, as a couple lose their engagement ring down a grate in New York. They were walking through Times Square after the groom had popped the question earlier in the day, when the ring slipped off the bride-to-be's finger and down the grill. The couple searched for at least 2 hours to no avail. They eventually gave up, thinking it was lost forever. Enter New York's police. They opened up the covering and continued the search after the couple had gone. When it hadn't been retrieved that evening, these officers came back the next day and found it. A very lucky break.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack, you know, because we've been on plenty of these searches where we've come up with nothing, unfortunately, and, you know, fortunately this one has a good ending to it, so.
The only problem was they didn't have the couple's details, and so the next challenge was to find them. The NYPD put out a Twitter call to action, asking New Yorkers to help track the couple down. Twitter worked its magic, and the two were found. Their names are John and Daniela, and they were told the good news by friends moments after landing back in the UK. They say they're overjoyed and have promised the police a special mention on their big day. Labor de Seca, BBC News.
Special mention, they should be invited.
Yeah, get them all in there.
Well done. Phew. 12 minutes past 7 is the time. Sarah's going to have the weather shortly for us.